Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming, and welcome back to the Greatest Week in Racing Prediction Spectacular. I still don't have an official title for this thing, and this is the last episode, so I guess we'll never have an official title for this, but we're back and we are ready to make our prediction for the Coca-Cola 600. We'll be doing a 25% race, and let's look at some of the various participants we have. The plan is to go with somebody who's not entered into the race, so that even if I win, I don't skew the prediction. So if I win, whoever finishes second will be the prediction. So we have a couple options. One would be Brendan Gaughan. One would be Jamie McMurray. Reed Sorensen, I believe, is not entered. I have the list right here. I do not see... Yes, he is entered, so let's not do that. And Ryan Truex. I'm deciding between McMurray and Truex, but I think I'm going to go with Ryan Truex. So we're going to race as Ryan Truex, mainly because McMurray is the Spire Motorsports car, and they have the 77 entered in the race. There's absolutely no affiliation for the 71 car, I don't believe, so... We're going to race as the 71 car of Ryan Truex. We're going to head to Charlotte, Coke 600. We need to go to the settings. We are going to crank up the difficulty. We are going to do a 25% race with 4 times fuel, all flags on strict yellows. Let's just do a 1-stage race, just so we can have maybe a little interesting pit strategy. We'll do quick qualifying. We'll do full damage. Ability help, no. Alright. 100 laps, Jesus Christ, help me. Well, I mean, we could probably get away with stages. I mean, no, we're going to do it without stages because we don't really care about stages in this prediction. But let's head off to the racetrack. Alright, let's see where we qualify here at Charlotte. 23rd. Okay, not bad. Not bad. This is the max difficulty, so I expect it to be a challenge. I'm trying out some new audio settings, so I apologize if there's any issues with audio settings. Shouldn't be, but just in case. Alright, so who's on the pole? You can get a pole prediction here. Pole prediction is Kyle Busch. Busch brother front row sweep, actually, so... that's something to look forward to. Speaking of looking forward to things, I'm not looking forward to 100 laps here at Charlotte, but we're going to do it. Let's go. Coca-Cola 600, the 60th. At least it was. I don't know if that's last year or this year. Chris Buescher is starting at the back after an engine change. That moves us up a spot, it looks like. So now we're starting on the outside.
We're going green.
Alright, let's see what we can do in the Captain D's 71 car for Ryan Truex. A car that is not even entered into this race. But that's been the theme of this week, so we can get accurate predictions. This is obviously somebody who will not win this race, so if we do win, then we can take ourselves out of the running order for prediction purposes. I have no idea how well I'm going to do. I haven't done many races on the full difficulty. Oh, Jimmy, I'm sorry. Alright, we got a pile up back there. Sorry, Jimmy. Oh yeah, I have full damage on, too. We'll stay out for a little while here. Forgot I had full damage on. That might have been a mistake.
Alright, man. You're coming to the green.
If you think that was a mistake, please let me know in the comments, and I will not fix it by the end of this video. Because that's something I won't find out until after this video. Alright, so let's try not to run into anybody again.
Got one peeking inside.
Bubba Wallace peeking inside there. Congratulations to Bubba Wallace on an... oh boy.
Got one outside.
That was an odd wreck. But I think that helped make the decision a little easier as to whether to pit or not. Hopefully damage got repaired. Alright,
Drive safe, be smart.
so now we have more
keep your head
fuel
on
than they do, but we have yet to complete a lap, so I don't know how advantageous that actually is going to be. That was an odd-looking crash. The car just levitated and rode the catch fronts in levitation, so that was an odd crash. I also hope I made some good setup adjustments. Wow, I cannot talk today. As far as raising the wedge and raising the tape. I'm gonna try to be pretty safe here. I really don't want another caution, because I think if we get timely caution during pit stop, then we might be able to possibly pull some wall. Oh God, pull some strategy. Off it down to 97 on that one wall hit. It's like it's tight in one corner and loose in the other, and it switches every lap, it seems like. Sometimes turn 3 and 4 is the tight corner, sometimes turns 1 and 2 is the tight corner. It makes no sense.
Keep hitting your mark.
And then sometimes I nail the corner and it just breaks loose, so I don't really know.
Still there?
I don't really know. But one thing that this is going to throw a wrench into is green flag pit stops are definitely going to be a thing. We don't have that a lot in our career mode because I have stages and shorter races, so it's not something that we see very often.
Wow, that's fast.
Alright, we got past Gone. If I can get underneath Klingerman here, pushed a little bit. Still got positioning. I might have been able to get under Deegan if I had a good corner, but she managed to stay in front. I'm probably have to follow her through 3 and 4 to try to get underneath Priest. I was trying to be so careful because damage is a real issue. If even I run into the back of somebody a little harder than I probably should, which is realistic, but I'm not used to doing that. So
Outside. All clear.
realistic but uncomfortable, I guess is the way I would describe that feeling. Ugh. Try not to hit the wall too. I haven't done much in the 2019 season mode. I was going to do a championship, but then I kind of lost interest on it. I might bring it back, but I don't think so.
Wow.
If this video does well, maybe I'll do like a weekly prediction video on NASCAR Heat 3 and see what. No, that's actually a decent idea. I could do that for F1 too.
Stay high up here.
That's not a bad idea. Let me know in the comments if you like that idea. And we can kind of see how the game does with its predictions throughout the season. Kind of give it a rating, I guess. I probably would only do it for this as kind of a tester because these are relatively easy races to do. Formula 1, not so much.
Got one peeking inside.
And we'll only do it for the Cup Series as well. I'm not going to do it for Xfinity and Truck, but alright, I need to get around Joey Gaze. But yeah, let me know if you think that's a good idea. I'd be interested in doing that, maybe putting that video up on, I don't know, Thursday maybe? I don't know. I mean, I could put it up on I don't know. I don't know what day I'd put it up, but we could.
Still there.
Let me know in the comments if you like the idea, and if you do, then I can figure out when I'll put it up. But I kind of actually like that idea. It's just a matter of where it would fit into the schedule is what I have to figure out. The ideal day would be to put it up on Saturday, but we have Fantasy Cup going up that day. And if I put it up on Sunday, then obviously I'm missing out on some races. So I think Thursday is going to be the day I do it. Might have to be a double upload with whatever I end up putting on the Tuesday-Thursday slot, but we can talk and think about it later. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. That can be like a long-running thing. That's not something I've ever seen people do before. I might be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that before. So the more I talk about it, the more I like it. So it might not even be up to you guys in the end. I might already say yes, but I do want to hear your opinion on it. Anyway, focusing back on the race at hand here. I'm expecting green flag pit stop from the AI shortly. As I say that, we already have some people pulling off. We'll see how good the AI are at cleanly getting on and off pit road. Now I still have 5 laps of fuel, so I'm good for a little while. Now we are going to have to pit like 3 or 4 times in this race, and if this goes green, we could definitely...
Right, waving you off in front. He's pitting this time.
Waving me off in front? Alright, so we will stay high. But, if this thing goes green for a while, we might... It's going to be weird with strategy, because I've never had, like, a ridiculously long green flag race in this game. But we always have stages. So... Alright, we have made our way into 7th. Who we got in front? Daryl Wallace and Cody Ware. Alright. We'll see if Cody Ware wrecks on the pit road. Because I think both of them are going to be coming on the pit road this time. Yep. Is anyone staying out? That looks like the majority of people down pit road. Yep, we have inherited the lead. Now the question is, have we lapped everybody? If, I would assume we have, right? That would make no sense if I haven't lapped everybody. Well, if we get a caution, not right now, but like the next lap or two, then this would be really good. And you know, with my excellent abilities to get on pit road under green, which has been duly, as I completely don't pay attention, which have been duly noted in Fantasy Cup, with my excellent abilities, oh no. Well, we're coming on the pit road this time. I think I'll make that call right now, since we didn't get a caution right there.
Bring it up pit road here. We're almost out of fuel.
That's the plan, that's the plan. Let's see how safely I can do it. I sure am doing it slowly.
Drop your speed, driver.
Oh, please don't ding me, please don't ding me. I don't think they will. I think we're fine. Alright, 4 tires of fuel, and we will get out of here. Hopefully not in a horrible position. We probably did lose some time. A, because of the spin, and B, because of the slow pit road entry. Let's see what the Captain D's team can do here for Tommy Baldwin Racing. Looking pretty smooth so far. By far the best pit crew we have in a 3-star team for sure. Okay, we got the field passing by here, but these are all cars who are ahead of us already. Just a matter of where we're going to merge out here. And I'm going to Kevin LePage the field. I have a really hard time believing we came out 24th. Okay, maybe like 26th after these two pass us. There's a huge wad of cars coming up on us, though. Oh, God.
Car there on the inside.
Okay, yeah. I still don't know how we came out ahead of where we were, but this is still a large group of cars that we have to deal with here. But we are pretty darn close to where we started, which was before the shenanigans happened. But for a 1.5 mile race that has not had a caution for a while, this is a large group of cars. Not going to deny that. We got the Benedetto coming up behind. We're fighting with Hemrick. I think I see Bubba back there, maybe. No, that's Chris Busher.
Car there on the inside.
And I'm stuck on the outside, so I don't know how good this is going to go. We have all of like the new paint schemes here. New drivers and new cars and new paint schemes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep. Yep. That was my fault. Oh, Jimmy cut me a break right there. Can I get... Oh, no. Nope. Landon Castle's got the position, and dang it.
Still there.
I'm just holding on for dear life at this point, because I could not make a pass on the outside to save my life right now.
Still there. Car there
What's
on the
the temperature? Oh, it's pretty high. I can't really risk putting any more tape on, because the car's just not turning in the corner. But the problem is, if I lower the wedge, I'm just going to get spinning loose eventually.
Still there.
That was a good entry there. If I can get a run off, I might be able to clear castle. But of course,
Stay high.
I
Careful,
don't
still
have the
there.
inside lane
Inside.
because of Chris Busher. Oh boy, oh, this is a terrible idea, Aaron.
Still there.
Back off, back off, back off. Yep, that was a
Hold your
terrible
line,
idea.
got
Don't
one
let Jimmy get underneath you. And we lost all the ground we gained there. Because Daniel Hemrick, you are so slow right now, my dude.
Looking inside now.
Okay.
You're all clear.
Daniel Hemrick cost me a lot of spots there. I'm not going to deny that. Turn, car. Why do you sometimes just push? Whoa! Oh my god! William Byron just blew a tire right in front of me. That's the most realistic thing I've ever seen. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to last because I had 19 seconds of repairs. Wow.
Drive safe, be smart.
Oh my god. But William Byron seemed perfectly fine. Didn't have to pit or anything. Or take extra time to repair damage. He just blew a tire right in front of me and wow. If that is what happened, we'll have to check the replay at the end of the race. If that's what happened, that was one of the more realistic things I've seen from this game in a very long time. Alright, but now we gotta come from the back yet again. Not of my own doing this time, though. And also, whatever fuel advantage we had on these guys is now gone because everybody pitted. At least I assume everybody pitted. Oh, Haley, please give me some room. Oh, Parker, why do you have to be so slow? Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
Clear high. Car there on the outside.
Alright, I'm even using the brakes a little bit just to avoid running into these guys ahead of me. That's something in my career mode I would never do. Which is probably why Stuart Friesen hates me so much.
Alright, you're clear.
Oh, turn please, thank you. I really don't want to be on the outside, but I don't think I was going to be able to get to the inside of him.
Careful, still there.
Can I clear him going into the corner? I sure can. And I got under... I hit the apron. No!
Yellow's out, back her down.
I hit the apron. Not ideal. Not ideal. We'll pit just to try to gain some track position and well, not track position, some strategy. Excuse me. Looks like we had a mixed assortment of people pitting there. Some leaders, some back markers.
Going green. Ready.
We'll see if that has any long-term consequences. But man, I was having the run of my life right there, getting underneath, getting clear of Chastain, and then diving underneath Sorensen and whoever he was with. But I just clipped the apron just a tiny bit and spun like a top. Oh, Joey Gase, you are my new enemy.
Careful, still there.
Oh, turn, please. I don't know what I could do to make this car turn better without...
Stay high. Careful, still there.
No, I could mess with the tire press. Oh, Haley. Go faster, please. I really hope when you do get to the Cup Series, you're not this slow.
Still there?
This game's almost it's almost an insult having you in here being this slow. I don't know why you agreed to this. I know you probably didn't have a choice with Monster, but whatever. This is the hardest I've had to work to get around these guys. Usually, I think it's partly because we have so many fast cars back here that the back of the field's not getting stacked up as much as it would if we had all of the slow cars back here.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
So we had a mixed bag of pitting. I'm not on my own on strategy either. We have like 10 or 12 cars on our strategy too. And there are some fast cars in there, so that's something to keep in mind as well.
Stay on the bottom here. Careful,
Can I
still
get
there.
underneath Klingerman? I can. Let's
on the
not go on
outside
the
now.
apron. Good. We got
You're
Corey
all clear
LaJoy.
up top.
First time we've seen him, I think, today. Might be wrong on that, but he seemed to be having a good run for a back marker. Speaking of good runs for back markers, we got
Alright,
Cody
you're
Ware
clear.
up ahead. But yeah, we got some cars shuffled back here, like Paul Menard. I think I see Martin Truex Jr. up ahead. No, that's Jamie McMurray, excuse me. So we got some cars that are back here that normally wouldn't be. I saw Bass Pro Shops and made me think Truex, but no, it's McMurray. Letting off a bit so I don't hit Ware. This is so uncharacteristic of me. If you follow me on my career mode, this is so uncharacteristic of me letting off on the straightaway so I don't hit a guy. Usually I just run into the back of him and try to force everything forward. Oh, drove it in really deep there. Alright, can I get a run off though? I can get enough of a toe from Menard that I might be able to.
Alright, you're clear there.
I'm interested to see what NASCAR Heat 4 does with the aero package, because this is still pretty unrealistic for an aero package. I'm nowhere near flat out in the corners. So I'm interested to see how they incorporate that in NASCAR Heat 4 and how well they incorporate. Oh, hit the brakes, kick. This inside lane just kind of stuck right now. But going with McMurray, I don't think it's going to be a wise call. Oh, no. Okay, the last time I did this, we spun out. Let's not hit the apron. Oh, boy. I saved it. I saved it. I don't know how I saved that. I don't know if you guys could see it, but just a moment. For just a moment, I was spinning out and I corrected. I probably corrected more. Oh, we got another engine issue, possibly. Looks like it might be landing. Dang it. Caution came out before I could do anything about it. And everybody's pitting. So this takes away that strategy, gamble. We don't need to take a full load. So we're gonna take 2 tires here. We're gonna take 2 tires and see if that does anything, because we did not need to take a full load of fuel.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green.
We'll see if that does anything for us.
Green's out, let's go. Inside.
And the lefts are pretty worn, I'm not going to deny that. But we do need some track position, so it's a gamble. Let's see if it's worth it or not. Not let Ross Chastain get underneath us. That would be an immediate death sentence. We're kind of back with the group of characters that we were with after the initial green flag pit stops. With the Benedetto and Priest and Busher and Stenhouse, so glad to see us all shook out.
Still there. Car there on the
Oh,
inside.
Stenhouse, you gotta give me. I know I had room, but just the fact that he was moving up made me want to correct, and I hit the wall. But it was more of an intimidation factor than actually him pushing me up against towards the wall. But still, I wish he would have given me a little more room. Oh, turn, car, please. Oh, don't let Chastain underneath. Oh, that was a little risky right there. That was a little risky. Wasn't Landon Castle the car that blew up, and now he's perfectly fine. So we had William Byron blow a tire. He's perfectly fine, and I believe Landon Castle was the guy who had an engine blow up, but now he's perfectly fine as well. I don't know what to think about this. I also don't know what to think about the fact that I took 2 tires and my left sides are probably going to be dragging me down for the next, like, 10 laps. But I'm holding my own. This is right where we qualified, 23rd, so definitely haven't made any gains. Definitely haven't made any gains, but we haven't lost anything either. Well, I mean, we've lost a lot in this race, but we're at least back to where we were. Oh, I'm having to pump the brakes just a little bit in order to make the turn, because it's so tight, but I'm just so worried if I loosen it up. We're halfway, by the way, halfway, finally. I'm just worried if I loosen it up, I'm gonna spin out all the time. Okay, gonna go draft on McDowell and possibly make a move here. Not like it's gonna work because I'm so freaking tight in the corners.
Still there.
Come on, turn, please.
Still there.
Okay, we got to try something on the next stop. We're going to have to loosen it up on the next stop because I cannot deal with this tightness. No, Landon. Poor Landon. I mean, I picked on him a lot right here, but I can't risk anybody getting to my bottom. Oh, Ryan Priest!
Caution.
I clearly did not go the right direction with that. He was staying on the apron for a long time, and I thought I might have had enough time to get by him, but no. At least he's out of the race now. But, I mean,
We're going green.
I clearly made the wrong call there, staying on the high side, but he stayed on the apron for a good long time. Well, I thought I might have been able to get away with it. Now, I don't think everybody pitted there, so I think we're in kind of another split strategy decision here. Now, the last time that happened, we got a caution that kind of nerfed it all. But we got kind of a split strategy again here. Of course, we're last again because we have like 30 seconds of repairs.
Careful, still there.
All 3 times that we've had engines or tire blows or something, it's been like right in front of me, and I've gotten caught up in 2 of those, and probably I would have gotten caught up in the engine blow up had the caution not come out. So now we're back passing the usual stuff. Oh no.
Alright, you're clear.
Kind of had to force myself into a caution there, and of course now everybody else is pitting. That's what I was worried about with the, well, not everybody. That's what I was worried about as far as, you know, loosening the car up a bit. That's what I was worried about. But hey, look who we're with here. We're back here with the Hendrick contingent again. Byron and Johnson. William Byron managed to frick my... I'm pretty sure it was Byron. And I'm pretty sure it was a blown tire. It wasn't him getting spun out, because that never happens in this game. The AI never spin each other out. Never seen it in this game. Alright. But yet again, we have a fuel advantage. That was just me overdriving in the corner. Will anything happen to it? Probably not, realistically. I mean, we only got 40 laps to go. I mean, this race has been intense enough. We really haven't had a calm moment at all. I was hoping, you know, after green flag pit stops happen, we might have, you know, field spread out, might be able to, you know, just run some laps. But no, we come out in a pack of like 10 cars. And then we had the caution, bunched everybody up again. We've had like 10 cautions, and so on and so forth. So we've had quite the number of incidents that have brought the pack back together. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Haley, for blocking me. Much appreciated. Now I will pass you because you are very slow. Oh, Klingerman, Parker. This isn't proving grounds. You're very slow and you're not going to be proving anything. So you need to let me by, because I clearly have something to prove to my audience here.
Outside. Alright, clear outside.
I have to prove that I'm not the worst guy to ever play NASCAR Heat 3. That is what I need to prove. Because I know some of you out there are questioning that at this very moment. Granted, this game is extremely hard on 105. I know that, and I'm not using a custom setup, so... Oh, clip the grass a bit there. I will say, with them having to go to the AstroTurf or whatever it is in the infield for the Roval, I think that most tracks should do that. That's one way to get around, you know, not having to take the splitter off. Or, oh, I'm hearing cars pitting this time out of my ears here, so that is a lot of people pitting. Alright. And we still got like 10 laps to go on fuel. So the 4 of us that stayed out might have an advantage, or the 4 of us who pitted, excuse me,
Car there on the inside.
might have an advantage here because we kind of have 3 different strategies now. We've got people who just pitted, who have not pitted under the last 2 caution. We have the people who pitted under the first caution, which gives them like 4 laps extra fuel, and then we have the people who pitted with us, which gives us like another 4 laps of extra fuel. So we've got kind of 3 strategies here, and if it all cycles out, it won't matter. But if a caution comes out in the middle of this sequence, then it will definitely matter. I'm just riding the outside, waiting for everybody to peel off if they're going to. I do not want to get involved in anybody's issues with pit road. But nobody did that time, so I was overly cautious for nothing. So now we have the people who have pitted under both cautions still out front here. Alright, I'm clear of Gase. Get to the bottom. Try to get around Bernard. I bump draft Jimmy past Brendan gone here.
Alright, you're clear.
Get on the outside just in case if they're pitting. They're not, so I'll get back in front of Brendan. Still got 7 laps, so I can take that menu off for a bit.
Keep it up.
I anticipate these guys pitting in the next 2 to 3 laps, I think, is about when they need to pit, if I recall correctly. Because I pitted under both, because I was the cause of... I was either the cause or involved in both cautions. I've been either the cause or involved in every caution except for that engine blow up. Okay, I tried to arc it into the corner, almost went onto the apron. The skill here at ATF Gaming is strong. Clearly superior to nobody at all. Okay, we got some people hugging the bottom. Now that's something that the AI do occasionally, just randomly. Not. It used to be kind of like a signal of people pitting, but now it's just kind of random. But we're making actual legit passes here. Granted, it's on Bubba Wallace, and I think these guys are being held up by, is that like Reed Sorensen or somebody up ahead? Or maybe Ross Chastain. Looks like it's one of those premium motorsports cars, and we got Cody Ware in here as well.
Still there.
So these guys are for sure being held up. I mean, besides Jimmy, they're not that fast cars anyway. Jimmy's been stuck back here pretty much this entire race, so.
Still there.
Alright. Got 4 laps to go. I'm really going to try to stretch it because we do have that fuel advantage on people who pitted under that first caution. It might only be a couple laps now that I'm thinking more on it.
Car there on the inside.
But of course, as demonstrated the last time we had green flag. Oh, there they all go right there. So we got Jimmy, who's that out in front? That is Eric Almirola. I cannot remember if he was on our strategy. There was only like 4 or 5 cars on our strategy. So, I do not remember what the circumstances were. So, I'm going to try to stretch it out until we have 1 lap on that fuel. So 2 more laps most likely, and if we get a timely caution. Whether it be caused by me spinning onto pit road or not, we will reap the benefits. Looks like pretty much everybody is pitting right there. If anybody stay out. Ross Chastain and Michael McDowell stayed out. I'm pretty sure both of them are on my strategy. I felt like there were like 1 or 2 more people, but I guess not. Guess not. Okay. Well, we will go 1 more lap here before we pit. And then
You gotta come and pit for gas.
hopefully we can have a smooth pit road entry. I mean, granted, yeah, we kind of spun out, you know, coming into pit road, but we got there, and we didn't cause a caution. So, I mean, we got there in the end. But yeah, now I have to figure out how to do that again. Granted, we did have quite the slowdown here and turn. Yes! And Ross Chastain staying out too! Oh, this is great, this is great. 4 tires, do everything. I don't care if we need to repair or not. Ross Chastain is the man right now. He stayed out and trapped everybody a lap down permanently.
Be ready here.
Ross Chastain, you are the man right now. Joey Logano got his lap back, but he's in the back of the field. I mean, this is great for me, but this is not great for the prediction. Because
Hold your line. Got one.
if either Ross Chastain or Michael McDowell win this race,
Clear high, bud.
the prediction is kind of thrown out the window. I felt like both the F1 and the IndyCar prediction, while maybe not the most likely things to happen, I think it's still possible to have Pierre Gasly and
Still there.
Jones win. They're both in good cars, they just haven't necessarily shown the speed in it. Whereas Michael McDowell and Ross Chastain, while I would love for one of those guys to win, mainly Ross, I don't think that's going to be happening in real life.
Got one peeking inside.
So the most likely thing to happen here is for Joey to end up getting this win. But we'll see what happens. When does Ross have to pit?
There on the inside.
I mean, we only have one lap of fuel left. And Ross has to be low as well. I'm just trapped on the outside now, too. And these are all fast cars that I haven't really had anything for all day today. But I don't know what Ross's strategy is on. Maybe he has an illegal fuel tank or something.
Inside.
I would also really love it if,
All right,
maybe
you're clear there.
he holds up this
Car there on
inside
the
lane
inside.
when trying to pit. Because I've yet to be able to actually get back to the
Stay
inside.
high. Stay high. Still there.
Until now. Awesome. Let's not blow it. Never mind. Sorry, William. Okay, Ross Chastain is miraculously still holding this lead up front. Which is just a miracle. And, this is all great and dandy. Again, oh God, why are they pitting?
20 more laps. No mistake.
You know what? I don't understand this game anymore. I don't understand this game anymore. No, this is kind of putting a damper on the whole excitement I had with the, oh, turn car, please. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brother Martin. But this is kind of putting a damper on the whole, predicting all the races every week, because things like this can happen when Ross Chastain is now probably going to lead the most laps of this race. Somehow, some way. How many laps to go do we have? We have 18 or 19 to go. So we definitely need to stretch out the fuel until the end of this run in order to make sure we are good to the end. Because it's a 14-lap fuel window, roughly. So those guys who pitted just a little bit ago definitely do not have enough fuel to make it on one more stop. Well, they do now, but they're 2 laps down. Well, that's interesting. I'm interested to see when the rest of these guys pit. I don't know if they pitted under that last caution.
Coming to the pit.
Oh, we have cars coming into the pits. So probably Brad, I'm going to assume. It is. Anybody behind? Nope. Looks like Brad was alone there. Well, that's Brad coming into the pits. He will not be able to make it on fuel without a caution. Who's this coming off the pits? Is this like Ty Dillon or somebody? Yeah, it looks like Ty Dillon. Please do not LePage the field. I know I did that earlier, but I mean, that's not something the AI usually does. Ross Chastain's pulling away. I can't catch Ross Chastain. I'm going to lose this race to Ross Chastain, aren't I?
Inside.
Oh, Eric. You should know better than that, man. Yeah, I'm going to lose this race to Ross Chastain. Wow, great. I would love for that to happen in real life. That would personally make me very sad as the video game playing person for the populace of YouTube. This has also turned into a really long episode because at least the other two I was able to cut out a decent chunk of it because there was some boring sections, but this has just been intense this entire time. Okay, so this group of cars, if they can stay out 1 or 2 more laps, should be able to make it to the end. So they will at least not fall multiple laps down, assuming that they stay out here. But that still doesn't help them in any way, shape, or form against the trio of Ross Chastain, Ryan Truex, and Michael McDowell, who are a lap ahead of everyone. Could you imagine this happening in real life? Like, yeah, we have fuel mileage stuff at the end of the race, but who would be stupid enough? Well, hey, I don't know how Ross Chastain has this much fuel. I remember a similar thing happening. I don't know if it was in my career mode or in an off-screen thing. I remember a similar thing happening where it was like 2 or 3 cars. It was right before we had to pit. 2 or 3 cars left on the lead lap. It was Ryan Newman. This was my 2019 championship that I started. I did like 2 races in. I remember this. It was Ryan Newman. He stayed out and trapped everybody a lap down, and then he seemingly never had to pit again. So he has like the enhanced fuel tank here. We are performance enhancing drug fuel tank right here. It's clearly what we have. I don't know. I mean, it's not like Almirola is pulling away from us. I mean, we're maintaining a gap. But Ross is just gone. I don't even know if Almirola can catch him. He has not only gained the world's best fuel tank in a race car, he has also gained the speed of 1,000 dragons. So I don't know what's going on. But you would think with 1,000 dragons, with all the fire going on, he would burn more. No, don't think about it too hard, people. I only thought of dragons because of all the Game of Thrones stuff going on recently. We'll come in next time, Bob. Not this time, but next time. Realistically, everybody else should be coming in too. I'm surprised I haven't seen. I think Ross is just never going to have to pit for fuel again. But yeah, we'll be good on fuel to the end if we take a full tank. So we'll take 4 tires. Yeah, we got to take 4 tires. Somebody slow up ahead. I don't know if they're just exiting pit road or what.
Leader is pitting.
Ryan Newman. Oh, he's hit something hard.
All right, he's waving you off in front. He's pitting this time.
As am I, as am I.
Fuel. Let's pit now. Back it down, back it down.
You know what? That's pretty much exactly what happened the first time, and I'm not going to be too mad about it. That would put us really close on overtime, so we're just going to take a full service here. Almirola is going to turn in front of us and slow us down, isn't he? Sure is. Actually didn't slow us down that much, realistically. Alright. Let's get it, guys. Come on, clean stop, clean stop. I don't know what professional racing crew... Ross Chastain, they're gone already. They must be taking 4 tires. Or 2 tires, excuse me. But again, the worst we can finish here is 3rd. So, honestly, I'm not going to question it too much. The worst we can finish is 3rd, so...
Got 1 inside. Car high.
Oh, God. Oh, well, Joey's on the lead. The worst we can finish is 4th.
Nice and easy.
At this point.
Wide. Got a car coming inside now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, save it. We saved. Oh, my God. We are just... This is a miraculous... This has been one of my favorite episodes of NASCAR Heat 3 to record in a very long time. There's been strategy, there's been wrecks, there's been disappointment, there's been surprises, there's been everything. And now I just saved myself from a wreck that probably, in any other circumstance, I would have flipped into the crowd. Which is what I did earlier. Remember, we kind of levitated into the catch fence earlier.
Still there.
We got to get a replay. I got to remember to look at the replay on this because I'm going to forget. I guarantee it. None of these people matter. I do see Joey Logano starting to creep up behind. Okay. We're pitting. For fresh tires and repairs. If we get like multiple green white Amaro's on the lead lap again. If we get multiple green white checkers,
All right, now be smart
this
out
could
there.
be
Go
really
green.
good because
Ready.
Chastain and
Green flag, green
McDowell might run out of fuel. But now this is our chance to have a realistic prediction, Joey. I've never wanted you to win anything in my life, but at least for the sake of having a realistic prediction,
car there on the inside.
I would highly appreciate you to win this race. No offense to Ross Chastain or Michael McDowell or myself, but the likelihood of them winning this race is very slim.
Got one down low now.
Now, if there's like some sort of fuel shenanigans, well, there's no way Ross Chastain's gonna be on the lead lap or be anywhere close to. Michael McDowell maybe, but Ross Chastain no. I don't see any possible way Ross Chastain. He's still leading. Is this the last lap? No, we got one more. Okay.
Right, clear outside.
Joey, please win this race. If I can get close enough to you and do what I just did to Paul Menard, then I would. But I don't think I'm going to now that Byron's underneath me.
Last lap. Hit your mark.
White flag is out, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
There inside.
Oh, God. At least we got kind of a front row view to this epic Ross Chastain, Joey Logano fight for the win in the Coke 600.
Clear load.
Those are words you never thought you'd say. At least not in this year. Maybe someday Ross Chastain's gonna get this a good ride. Oh, Joey's trying to make a move. But Ross Chastain wins the Coca-Cola 600. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why? Why did Ross Chastain have to win? Okay, let's figure out what happened to William Byron. Oh, there's the levitation. Yep, there's the levitation. Let's see if I can get a different camera angle. Yeah, that was just me being stupid. But, okay, moving on. Okay, pit stop, yep. Yep, more pit stops. Yep, was taking the lead. Okay, this is probably it. This is probably it. Yeah, William Byron just blew a tire. That's incredible. I've never seen something that realistic happen in this game. There's Husband Ross Chastain going after it, and he was involved in that wreck too. Oh my goodness, this is just an incredible race. Okay, and then here's the Ryan Preece incident, and right at the last minute, I make the wrong call. Oh my God. And then we got more pit stops here. This is another strategy call. And then here's the checkered flag. We got the epic battle between Ross Chastain and Joey Logano to win the Coca-Cola 600. Alright. Now let's look at the running order here. We got Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, which we'll take out of the running order. This is a messed up running order right here. There is no way this is at all realistic. Chase Elliott was out of the race. Oh my God. Well, there you have it, folks. If any of you are looking to place some bets or anything on DraftKings, or you know, you're looking for somebody to root for, you can root for Ross Chastain this weekend at the Coke 600. So, our beautiful predictions have brought us the following trio. We have Pierre Gasly winning the Monaco Grand Prix. We have Ed Jones winning the Indianapolis 500. And we have Ross Chastain winning the Coca-Cola 600. If you think that's going to happen, be sure to let me know in the comments. And be sure to leave your predictions for the Coca-Cola 600 and the entire trio of races in the comments below. But until then, I will see you next time for another video. Bye.